Hey there and welcome. We're about to dive into 3 really powerful tools that are all designed to answer one crucial question for pretty much any business out there. Can you actually trust your data? This all comes from a great article by Datagaps that compares the top players in ETL testing. So let's jump right in.
I mean, really think about that for a second. Is your data telling the truth? It sounds so simple, but the answer can have absolutely massive implications. In a world that pretty much runs on data, how can you be 100% certain that the information guiding your biggest, most important decisions is actually accurate?
You know, we all rely on data every single day, but what happens when that data is just plain wrong? And we're not just talking about some minor technical glitch here. This is a fundamental business risk that can have some seriously bad consequences. Let's take a look at just how high the stakes really are. Just imagine it, a single misplaced decimal point, one corrupted data field, or maybe a missed update somewhere in your data pipeline. Well, that can cascade into flawed reports, a completely misguided strategy, and some incredibly costly errors. The integrity of your data is the integrity of your business intelligence. It's that simple.
So, how do we prevent all of this? Well, that's exactly where ETL testing comes into play. The best way to think about it is like a super rigorous quality control check for your data factory, making sure that only the absolute highest quality product makes it to the finish line. So let's break down that acronym, ETL. It stands for Extract, Transform, and Load. You can kind of picture it as a journey for your data, right? And ETL testing is the quality check at every single stop along the way, making sure nothing gets lost or corrupted as it goes from its raw original state to its final polished destination.
And that journey is pretty straightforward. First, the data is extracted, pulled from all its different sources. Then it's transformed. This is the really important part, where it gets cleaned up, organized, and all the business logic gets applied. And finally, it's loaded into its new home, like a data warehouse, where it's all ready for analysis. The whole goal of testing is just to make sure that entire journey is absolutely flawless.
So, why is this so incredibly critical? Well, for one, it ensures data integrity, which gives you real confidence in the decisions you're making. Second, it proactively resolves errors by catching issues before they can cause any data loss. And third, it helps you maintain compliance with all those industry regulations, which, believe me, can save you from hefty fines and protect your company's reputation.
Okay, so now that we get the what and the why, let's get to the fun part, the how. That source article from Datagaps zeroes in on 3 really powerful tools that are designed to automate and streamline this whole process.
First up on our list is ETL Validator, which comes from Datagaps themselves.
This thing is positioned as a true powerhouse, built specifically for automating ETL testing at a massive scale. Its real claim to fame is speed. It's engineered to validate enormous volumes of data and do it quickly. This means it can automatically sniff out errors and give you detailed reports for troubleshooting, even when you're dealing with gigantic data sets, all while fitting neatly into a bigger data ops workflow.
All right, next up we have QuerySurge.
And the big story with QuerySurge is flexibility. It absolutely excels at connecting to a huge variety of data sources. We're talking everything from standard databases and flat files to APIs and web services. It automates the creation of test cases across all these different systems, which makes it an amazing choice for really complex environments where data is flying in from everywhere at once.
And that brings us to our final tool, iCEDQ.
Now, this one takes a slightly different angle, with a really strong focus on proactive data quality management. Its secret sauce is a powerful rule-based engine. What that means is you can set very specific, custom rules, like, for example, all phone numbers must be in this exact format, or this column can never be empty. The engine then automatically scans for and flags any data that breaks those rules, making it perfect for organizations that have super strict compliance or quality standards.
So, the big question is, how do you choose? Well, this table really helps break it down. Think of it this way. If your number one challenge is just the sheer volume and speed of your data, like during a massive data migration, then ETL Validator is your specialist. If you're wrestling with a complex web of totally different data sources that all need to be tested together, then QuerySurge's broad integration is going to be key. And if your absolute top priority is enforcing strict, custom-defined business rules, then iCEDQ's rule-based engine is the perfect fit for the job. You know, at the end of the day, all of these tools are really working towards the exact same goal, building a foundation of unshakable confidence in your company's data. This quote from the Datagaps mission really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's not just about finding errors. It's about systematically building trust so that when you look at a report or a dashboard, you know it's telling you the truth.
Ultimately, ETL testing isn't just some technical task happening in the background. It's a strategic imperative. Because when your data is reliable, your decisions become reliable. And that right there is how you build a stronger, smarter business.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. After everything we've talked about, how much trust do you really, truly place in the data that's driving your day-to-day operations? The answer to that might just determine your next move.
For further questions, feel free to reach contact@datagaps.com. Request a free demo, scan the QR code below. Thank you.